Have you ever wondered why a gentle sport like swimming can leave your neck and lower back aching even after just a few laps? Hello, and if you're watching this video, chances are you've loved swimming at some point in your life. Maybe it was many years ago, or maybe more recently, when your doctor suggested light exercise to help maintain your health. But instead of feeling relaxed afterward, you walk out of the pool with a stiff neck and a dull ache in your lower back. Many people assume this is simply due to age, that once you're over 60, pain is something you just have to accept. But today, I want to share a different truth with you. The problem isn't your age. It's how you breathe while swimming. Before we continue, leave a comment with the number 1 if you've ever experienced neck or back pain after swimming. I'd really like to know where you are on this journey. Why are people over 60 more likely to experience neck and back pain when swimming? Once we pass the age of 60, our bodies no longer function the way they once did. This isn't a tragedy. It's simply a very natural biological process. Our spinal vertebrae, especially in the neck and lower back, gradually lose flexibility. The discs become thinner, the small joints around the spine stiffen more easily, and our muscles, especially the deep stabilizing muscles, are no longer as strong as they were in midlife. In the United States, many aging-related studies show that the neck and lower back are the 2 most vulnerable areas in older adults, even when they exercise correctly. And when you swim, if you're not paying attention, these 2 areas quietly absorb far more stress than you might realize. Swimming is often described as a low-impact or zero-gravity sport. The water supports your body and reduces pressure on your joints. But here's the paradox. One small breathing mistake can erase all of those benefits. When you lift your head to breathe, your neck bends at a very unnatural angle. Your lower back immediately arches to maintain balance. If you repeat this motion hundreds of times in a single swim session, each breath becomes a moment where you're unknowingly twisting your spine. Many people tell me, "I swim very slowly, I'm not training or competing, so why does it still hurt?" The answer is almost always the same. You're breathing with your neck instead of your body. And after 60, the body no longer has the same ability to tolerate mistakes the way it once did. Common breathing mistakes older adults often make. I want you to picture a very familiar scene at the pool. Someone is swimming at a relaxed pace, but every time they need to breathe, they lift their head out of the water, facing almost straight forward. At first glance, it doesn't look dangerous. But for the cervical spine, that motion creates a strong pulling force. The most common mistake is lifting the head to inhale. When you do this, the neck is forced backward while the lower back is pulled downward. The neck muscles tense up to hold the head, and the back muscles tighten to keep the body afloat. Younger bodies can compensate for this. For someone over 60, the body simply absorbs the strain. The second common mistake is holding the breath too long underwater. Many people are taught to hold it until you're out of air, then come up to breathe. It sounds logical, but in reality, it's harmful. When you hold your breath, your chest tightens and the diaphragm locks. When it's finally time to inhale, you're forced to snap your head around quickly and forcefully. That sudden jerk is what causes neck pain. The third mistake is breathing too fast and too shallow. This often happens when swimmers feel anxious or afraid of running out of air. The irregular breathing pattern causes the neck and shoulder muscles to tighten unconsciously. And once the neck muscles tighten, pain becomes unavoidable. The key thing to remember is this: your neck was not designed to handle the job of breathing while swimming. The neck should only follow the body, never lead it. What is proper breathing, and why is it especially important after 60? Proper breathing while swimming, especially for older adults, is not about breathing deeper, harder, or more forcefully. Proper breathing means breathing at the right time, in the right way, and with the right parts of the body. The first and most important principle is exhaling completely underwater. When your face is in the water, gently exhale through your nose or through your nose and mouth together. There's no need to blow hard or rush it. Just keep it smooth and steady. Once you've exhaled almost completely, inhaling becomes effortless. You no longer feel like you're grabbing for air, and that alone eliminates the need to lift your head high out of the water. The second principle is inhaling by turning your head, not lifting it. This is a subtle difference, but an extremely important one. Turning your head means rotating it along the axis of your spine, in the same direction as your body. Lifting your head means bending your neck backward. Here's a very simple self-check. When you inhale, one eye should still be in the water. If both eyes are out of the water, chances are you're lifting your head too high. The third principle is keeping your neck aligned with your spine. Your head is not the commander. When the body rotates, the head follows. When the body is stable, the head remains stable. When you allow your body to do the work instead of your neck, pressure on the neck and lower back decreases significantly. I often tell older students one very simple phrase: the body turns, the head follows. Don't let your neck do the work of your whole body. The real benefits of breathing correctly. When you begin breathing correctly, the first thing you'll notice isn't that you swim faster, it's that you hurt less. Your neck no longer feels stiff after swimming. Your lower back no longer aches quietly in the evening. After 1 to 2 weeks, many people share that they can swim longer without feeling tired, even though their speed hasn't changed. This happens because oxygen is delivered more efficiently, and the heart and lungs don't have to work as hard. From a scientific perspective, slow and steady breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for relaxation and recovery. That's why many adults over 60 report sleeping better after learning to swim with proper breathing. Most importantly, breathing correctly helps you regain trust in your body. You're no longer afraid of movement. You no longer worry that every swim session comes with a painful price. 3 simple breathing exercises in the pool. You don't need to start swimming right away to practice breathing. In fact, for older adults, I always recommend starting with very simple exercises. The first exercise is breathing while holding the pool wall. Place both hands lightly on the wall, facing the water. Exhale slowly. When you need to inhale, turn your head gently to one side, take a soft breath, then place your face back in the water. No rushing, no forcing. The second exercise is standing still in the water. The water should be chest or shoulder deep. You're not swimming and not moving forward. You're simply practicing the breathing rhythm. Face down, exhale, turn head, inhale. Let your body fully relax. The third exercise is slow swimming with breathing as the priority. At this point, you don't worry about how your arm stroke looks or how strong your kick is. Your only goal is to breathe gently, evenly, and without tightening your neck. If you feel dizzy or uncomfortable, stop immediately. Your body is always sending signals, and we need to listen, especially at this stage of life. Special considerations for adults over 60 and after 60, swimming is no longer a race. It's a form of self-care. You don't need to swim far or fast. 20 to 30 minutes is enough. Before getting into the water, spend a few minutes gently rotating your neck, shoulders, and back. There's no need for force. Just wake the body up. And if you're experiencing acute neck pain, rest. Swimming is meant to heal, not to prove that you're still as strong as you once were. If there's one thing you remember after this video, let it be this: your neck and back are not weak. They're simply tired from working the wrong way for too long. When you breathe correctly, you give your body permission to relax, recover, and continue walking with you on the road ahead. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to Vital Health Hub. This is a place where we share safe, thoughtful, and age-appropriate ways to move. So living well doesn't come from pushing harder, but from understanding better. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.